Women have more options than men. And since they have more options than men, this is why they behave poorly around men. Because they always have this ideology and this abundance mindset that the grass is greener on the other side. Interestingly enough, one of the things I've been telling you guys for over 5 years now at this point is I tell you guys all the time, you need to have an abundance mindset. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. A woman's greatest superpower is you not understanding yours. As long as she understands her powers and you don't understand yours, she's able to go ahead and manipulate and do what she needs to do to extract value from you without you even knowing it's happening. This video is kind of funny. I wanted to show you all this shit. You know, we always like to cover some red pill shit every now and then. So check this out. This is very true. And it goes, how fast world travels that your girl is single?
No, it's over.
A red pill a day, it keeps the misery away, chat.
It's over. Anybody gonna want you?
Social media flirt. Ex-baby daddy wants another chance family back. The gym flirt. It's always that one bum nigga, huh? Bruh, sugar daddy.
You know, I'm just gonna work things out with my baby. Yeah, I was just playing. I was just joking, boo. Look at God. He ain't for real. Let me go see what's going on. Hey, boo. He gonna play with you.
Now, why am I showing you guys this? I'm just going to be very blunt about this. This might sound hyperbolic, but I promise you guys I'm not trying to be hyperbolic, but I'm just being very real about this. Understanding females is a survival skill. What do I mean by this? What I mean by this is if you don't understand women, right, and you don't get this problem handled early on, it's going to come back to haunt you and hurt you a lot when you don't understand it. And the thing is, the longer you kind of stave off understanding females and get red pill aware, the more you're going to increase your chances of getting taken to the cleaners, whether it be divorce, bad breakups, marrying a girl that is a thought, getting a girlfriend that's a thought that's going to embarrass you, all kinds of crap, right? And being aware of female nature literally can save your life, chat. And I mean that literally. And one of the things, now that we've established why it's so important to understand female nature, it's a survival skill, let's get into this specific video. This video illustrates what I've been telling you guys for the better part of damn near 5 years now. We just had our 5-year anniversary yesterday. I'm telling you guys this for 5 years. Women have more options than you do. And since women have more options than you do, they behave poorly. I'm going to say that again. Women have more options than men. And since they have more options than men, this is why they behave poorly around men. Because they always have this ideology and this abundance mindset that the grass is greener on the other side. And interestingly enough, one of the things I've been telling you guys for damn near over 5 years now at this point is I tell you guys all the time, you need to have an abundance mindset. But a lot of you guys don't really know what that means, right? An abundance mindset, chat, is simply the ability to not give a about women when they play their games that inevitably is going to come your way. Okay? I don't care how attractive you are, how much money you have, how much status you have. Nobody is impervious to the bullshit of female nature. Nobody. Tom Brady got divorced. We talked about that shit was 6'9". Remember? He lost his chick to some BJJ nigga, bro. So it's like everyone takes L's with women, right? The key is to make sure that when you take the L, it doesn't destroy your life. Does that make sense, guys? This is why when you get into relationships with women, you do it in a manner where you're always protected, where you're not in a position where if things were to go bad, she could destroy you. And this is why I tell you guys, don't get married with the state. Don't cohabitate. Keep receipts of everything you buy for your kids. Be a good dad. Don't be a POS. So God forbid something happens down the road, you have all this evidence to show, no, I'm taking the kids. You have all this stuff where you can document that you're a better parent. But the reality is that everything in modern day society is lopsided in a female's favor. Though we're laughing at this little, skit here of all these side dudes or all these men that have been waiting for her to be single all this time, it adds credence to a very ugly truth. And that ugly truth is simply, women behave poorly and don't respect men because men don't respect themselves and throw themselves at women for nothing more for the fact that they have titties and ass. That's really what it comes down to. That's really what it comes down to. And if you don't get this thing figured out earlier in life, I promise you it's going to haunt you later in life, okay? I'd rather you guys learn this stuff from me as I'm ranting to you on a YouTube video than you guys shacking up with a girl that absolutely destroys you. And the more money and more status you have, the more she can destroy you, right? And the longer she'll keep that mask on of her pretending to like you. So you rich guys are especially vulnerable, right? Let me give you a perfect example. Look at Neon right now. You guys know who Neon is? Little Indian streamer. I hate to use him as an example, but I really do got to establish this. What is he, 19, 20 years old? Had that girlfriend, Sam Frank, who just used him to push her OnlyFans. Once she grew an audience, she converted to Christ and, she's still a thought though, right? Or all these other females that are using Neon on his streams to get clout and shit like that. That's an example of what I mean, where being young and having success and having money isn't necessarily the best thing for you as a guy, because it just makes you a bigger target. And you don't have the prerequisite knowledge to deal with women appropriately with all that money and status. It's like having money and status as a guy that doesn't understand female nature is literally like giving dynamite to children, right? It's a tool. If you know what you're doing, you can use the dynamite, right, to do good things. Maybe you got to do demolition, or, you're using it as a tool to do something else. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can really hurt yourself with it. Just like a gun. It's like giving a gun to a toddler. A gun is a tool. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. In the right hands, it can save innocent lives. In the wrong hands, it can lead to disaster. And that is the power of having money and status as a young guy. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. A woman's greatest superpower is you not understanding yours. I'm going to say that again. A woman's greatest superpower is you not understanding yours. Because as long as she understands her powers and you don't understand yours, she's able to go ahead and manipulate and do what she needs to do to extract value from you without you even knowing it's happening. And this is because we live in a society where we shit on men all day. And on top of that, most men are keenly unaware of the value that they bring. If I were to ask most guys, hey, what do you think you rank in the sexual marketplace? Most guys would say like a 6, 5, right? If I ask women where they rank in the sexual marketplace, they're all going to say 11. Okay? And I'm not kidding around. You guys have seen it on the show. And this goes to show the vast discrepancy in how men look at the world fairly objectively because they're hit with the reality every time they wake up that they're not special, versus women are not hit with that reality because every time they wake up, they're treated as if they are special, even though they're not. And this hubris, right, this modern day female hubris has leaked into every single component of society. And now we live in this cucked out gynocentric order where women are pedestalized, women are put first, women are being treated like ladies. But here's the problem. They're no longer ladies. In other words, we're basically practicing chivalry for women that don't deserve it. The reason why chivalry used to exist is because it was a way to even the playing field, because men had all the resources and the money and the leadership in society. They had the authority back then. So since they had the authority, it was on them to be responsible for the woman. But now, since men have zero authority, having chivalry for women that don't deserve it is a death sentence. And not understanding female nature will put you in a bad spot where you won't be able to identify which woman you need to give chivalry to and which one you don't. Because let me be very blunt with you guys. A bunch of women don't deserve a gentleman. Let me be explicitly clear about that. Not every single girl deserves a gentleman, because a lot of these are horrible people and have done terrible things and quite frankly are irreparable. You can't save them. You simply can't. In too deep. So this video really is to let you guys understand that the abundance mindset that women naturally have from men pursuing them, you guys need to emulate that. Now you guys are probably wondering, like, Myron, what does that abundance mindset feel like? Fine, I got y'all. Imagine you just banged your chick, or you're looking at corn or whatever, right? And you busted that, 10 to 60 second, after period? What are you thinking to yourself? Damn, get this out of here. Damn, what the hell? It's like Lil Wayne famously said, I come and then I come back to my senses. Like that 10-second window is where I need your niggas to be all the time. That post-nut clarity window, you guys need to have that mindset 24/7. If you maintain that mindset 24/7, there's no way women can finesse you. Because the only way that they can finesse you is, again, them understanding their superpower while you don't understand yours and leveraging sex. But if you got post-nut clarity 24/7, right? You're Goku out here.
Welcome, punch!
They can't stop you. And then the next thing you know,
it's over 9,000!
And you can look at that dead in the face and say, get out of my apartment, bro. You can tell women to kick rocks. Okay? You guys understand how powerful it is to tell women kick rocks? Guys, there are women out there that are so attractive they've never been rejected in their life. An attractive 21 or 22-year-old woman can easily reach the age of like 25 to 30 and have never been rejected by men before, okay? And do you know what that does to your psyche if you've never been rejected before? It makes you a huge piece of shit. It really does. And since women that are very attractive don't have to develop character, why do you guys think they're so annoying and stupid? You guys ever wonder why? They're so insufferable? Because they can be. It's that simple.
That was easy.
I said it before, I'll say it again. Hot girls are useless because they can afford to be useless, right? They could be useless because they've never had to be useful. Simple as that. So the sooner you realize this, the sooner you'll be able to kind of deal with this issue. But anyway, let me go back to the chats. Had to give you guys that little pep talk because I know some of you niggas right now are in a relationship with a chick that's a thought in your life up and shit.